Alright, today we're doing a factory review. People watching the video, I forgot to start recording on this part, so pause so you can write this down. This is your walkthrough to help you solve the following problems we're about to do. Okay, so go ahead and pause, and then push play to come back. Alright. Everybody else, we are going to kind of work our way through some problems, working our way up to more difficult problems. So we're just going to do a bunch of examples here. So problem number 1, we are going to have x plus 6 and x minus 4 equal to 0. Okay. What is step 1 that I had you guys write down? Can we take anything out? So notice how they're kind of separated in their own little parentheses here. You want to focus on them separately. So can I take anything out of x plus 6? No, right? There's nothing they have in common. Can I take anything out of x minus 4? No. Okay, so what was our step 2? Can I factor any of these farther? Like, do we have an x squared or do we have 4 terms? Okay, remember, I agree we have a total of 4 terms, but we want to look at them separately as their own quantities there. So, can we factor any further? No. What's our step 3 then?
Set expressions equal to 0.
Yep, so set our 2 expressions equal to 0. So, we have x plus 6 equals 0, and x minus 4 equals 0. Now we solve. How do I solve x plus 6 equals 0?
Subtract 6.
Yep, subtract 6. So we have x equals negative 6. And then over on the right, we want to add 4. So we have x equals 4. There are my 2 solutions. So another one we'll look at here. Let's do x plus 5 times x plus 2. Okay. Can we take anything out?
No.
No, they don't have anything in common. Remember, look at them individually. Can I factor either of those any further?
No.
No. So what is our step 3 then?
Set expression equal to 0.
Correct. Yep. So this turns into x plus 5 equals 0 and x plus 2 equals 0. How do I solve x plus 5?
Subtract 5.
Yep. So we have x equals negative 5. Subtract 2. We have x equals negative 2. Okay. One more like this. Let's look at x plus 4 and 4x plus 3 equals 0. Okay, let's look at this. Looking at them separately, our step 1 says, can we take anything out? Can we take anything out of x plus 4? No. Can we take anything out of 4x plus 3? No. Okay, so moving on to step 2. Can I factor either of these farther? I can't, right? We don't see an x squared, and we don't see 4 terms, right? So we don't have any grouping going on. So now what do we do if we can't do either of those? Right, you can go straight to the solving. So we have x plus 4 equals 0, and we have 4x plus 3 equals 0. How do I solve that left equation?
Subtract 4.
Subtract 4, so we get x equals negative 4, good. And then how do we solve the one on the right? Yep, subtract 3. We have 4x equals negative 3, last step. Divide by 4. So we get x equals, and you can leave this as a fraction just as long as it's simplified. Okay, so leave that as negative 3 over 4. Let's do x times 8x minus 1 equals 0. Go ahead and try that one. I know this one's a little different, but we still have kind of our separate terms here. Can we take anything out of either of those?
No.
Can we factor either of those further? No. What do we do with both of those then? Yep, so we have x equals 0 and 8x minus 1 equals 0. Can I do anything further with this x equals 0?
No.
No, that's one of my solutions. Yep. From here, I can add 1. So I get 8x equals 1. What's my last step here? Divide by 8. We get x equals, careful, 1 over 8. Yep. Okay. If I have an example that looks like this, let's say we have say x squared minus 4x equals 0. Let's think about this here. If there is no parentheses, you can pretend that whole thing is in parentheses there. Okay, so what's our step 1 with factoring?
See if we can take anything out.
See if we can take anything out. Do these terms have anything in common?
Yes.
I agree, we can take an x out. What is left if I take an x out?
-4.
Careful. Yeah, I got this x still, and then what about this term?
-4.
Minus 4. Yep. And I still have equals 0. Okay, so we took something out. Now let's move to our step 2. Can I factor either of those farther? Nope, there's not an x squared, so we're good there. What do I do when we're done with those 2 steps?
Equal to 0.
Correct, equal to 0. So we have x equals 0, which is one of our solutions. And we have x minus 4 equals 0. What's my last step on that one? Add 4. So we get x equals 4. Do you remember how many, or how you know how many solutions you're supposed to have?
If it's positive, if we look at the, I'm trying to remember how you.
How do we know how many solutions we're going to have? Yeah, it's by that highest exponent. So our highest exponent was 2. Did we get 2 answers? Yes, so that's a way you can check there. Okay, so let's try 2x squared plus 6x equals 0. Go ahead and try that one. What's the first step in factoring?
See if they're.
Yeah, what can we take out of both of those?
X.
Yeah, remember you can treat this as its own set. I agree. We can take a 2x out. If I take a 2x, remember we're dividing here. What's 2 divided by 2? 1, right? And then what's x squared divided by x? How many are left? 1x left, yep. Plus, what's 6 divided by 2? 3. Is there an x left? No. Equals 0. Can we factor either of these any farther? No, so what do we do here? Right, we're going to set them equal to 0. So 2x equals 0 and x plus 3 equals 0. How do I solve the one on the left? Divide by 2. We get x equals 0. And then subtract 3. We get x equals -3. Here's another example, kind of on a new type of topic here. So let's look at x squared minus 9x plus 20 equals 0. Again, if there's not parentheses on that side, you can treat the whole thing in parentheses just to kind of help you visualize what we're looking at. Okay, so first step is to what? Can we take anything out? Okay, do these 3 terms have anything in common? No, they do not. Okay, so what's our step 2?
Equal to 0.
That's step 3.
If you can factor.
Step 2, see if we can factor any farther. Can we factor this farther?
Maybe. Yeah.
Remember, we have an x squared and an x, so that was one of the scenarios where I said we need to keep factoring. Okay, so remember, we want to look for factors of 20 that add up to -9. What are factors of 20? 1 and 20, 2 and 10, 4 and 5. Yep. So which one of those will get us to -9?
4 and 5.
4 and 5. How do I need to change them?
Make the 5 negative.
I need to make both of them negative. Yeah, make both of them negative. How do I write those as factors? Yep, x minus 4, x minus 5 equal to 0. Now, you still want to be in step 2 and check, can I factor these any farther? No, we're done, right? So what's our step 3?
Equals 0.
Yep, x minus 4 equals 0. X minus 5 equals 0. How do I solve? Add 4. So I have x equals 4. Other side. Add 5. I get x equals 5. Awesome. Okay, another example. Let's look at x squared minus 10x plus 24 equal to 0. Okay, now let's talk about this one together and then I'll let you try one on your own. Remember, you can think of this as its own set. What's step 1? Can we take anything out of those 3?
No.
No. What's step 2?
Factor.
Yeah, we want to see, can I factor this?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, what are factors of 24?
12, 2, 12.
Yep, if we go through, we have all of these here. 3 and 8, 4 and 6. Which one of those can get me to negative 10?
-4, -6.
I agree, it's negative 4, negative 6. Would 2 and 12 also possibly work?
Yeah,
But why don't they work? What would I have to change on those to get negative 10?
make the 12.
I would need the 12 to be negative. However, if I multiply these two together, do I get a positive 24?
No.
No, so that's why this one does not work. Okay. How do I write these two as factors then? X minus 4, x minus 6 equals 0. What do I do from here then?
Solve to 0.
Yep, set them equal to 0. So we have x minus 4 equals 0, x minus 6 equals 0. If I solve this left side, what do I get?
4.
X equals 4. If I solve the right over there, we get x equals 6.
Are they always going to be the negative or like the opposite sign?
Yes, just because you're moving it to the other side. Yep, but sometimes you might have to, like, if we had a 2 here, we would have to end up dividing that, so we would have to take that into effect too. Okay. Okay, let's do x squared plus 4x minus 5 equals 0. Go ahead, try that one. All right, what's step 1?
Let's see if we can take anything out.
Yep, can we take anything out?
An X.
Can we take an x out? I'm glad how you brought that up. Can we do that?
You could, yeah, but not really.
Can I take an x out of these 3?
No.
Why not?
Because there's no X on the 5.
There we go. Yep, no x here, so we can't do that. So there's nothing to take out. What do we do next?
Factors.
You want to factor, okay? So we want to look for factors of 5. What are they?
1 and 5.
1 and 5. How do I change those to get 4?
1 negative.
Yep. How do I write those as factors?
X minus 1. X plus 1.
Good. Equals 0. What's next?
Equal to 0.
Yep. So we get x minus 1 equals 0 and x plus 5 equals 0. What do I get for this side?
X equals 1.
X equals 1. This side I get x equals
Negative 5.
-5. Let's do x cubed minus 6x squared minus 16x equals 0. So let's still talk about all the things here. Our step 1 is seeing if we can take anything out. Do those 3 terms have anything in common?
An X.
They do have an x out, so I can take an x out. If I take an x away from all 3 of these, what is left?
X squared.
X squared minus
6X.
6x minus 16 equals 0. Okay, so we took out a common factor there. What's our step 2? See if we can factor any further, okay? Can I factor this any further? I can, right? I got that x squared. So we want to look for factors of 16. What are they?
2 and 8.
2 and 8. And we got 4 and 4 also, right?
Yeah.
Which one of those can somehow get me to negative 6?
2 and 8.
2 and 8, how?
Change both to negative. No, change the 8 to a negative.
Change the 8 to a negative. Good. Yep. How do I write those as factors then?
X goes to an X.
Yeah, do you agree I still have this x out in front?
Yes.
Okay, so we still have x times x plus 2 times x minus 8 equals 0. What is my next steps here?
Equal to 0.
Yep, so we have x equals 0. There's one of my solutions. X plus 2 equals 0. And x minus 8 equals 0. How would I solve that middle one?
Subtract 2.
Subtract 2. So we get x equals negative 2 on the right.
X equals 8.
Add 8 to get x equals 8. Again, how can you check to see if you got the right amount of solutions?
Looking at the highest.
Isn't that the highest degree?
Looking at that highest degree, which is 3, did we get 3 answers?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, let's do x to the third minus 9x squared plus 18x equals 0. Go ahead and try that one on your own. All right, what should we do first on this one?
See if we can take anything.
Yeah, what can we take out?
An X.
Take out an x. If I take out an x, I have x squared minus 9x plus 18 equals 0. What do I need to watch out for next?
Anything factor.
Yeah, can we factor this guy further?
Yeah.
Yes. So what are some factors at 18?
11, 18.
118,
2 and 9.
2 and 9,
3 and 6.
3 and 6. That's it. Which one can get us to negative 9?
3 and 6.
How? Yep,
Both
good.
negative.
Both negative. How do I write those as factors?
X minus 3 and X minus 6.
Yep. We still have this x here, so we have x times x minus 3 times x minus 6 equals 0. What do I do from here?
You
Swap to 0.
Yep. X equals 0. What would I get for this one?
X equals 3.
X equals 3. What would I get for this one?
X equals 6.
X equals 6. Good. Couple more examples here. New type. So let's look at 3x squared minus 13x plus 4 equals 0. Okay. Same steps. Can I take anything out?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I can't. Can I factor farther?
No.
Why are you saying not really?
Because the end of it is a 4.
Right. Remember what's a red flag here?
There's a number.
Our a value is not 1, so what do we have to do?
Oh, multiply.
Yep, take 3 times 4, which is
12.
12. Now we want factors of 12 that add up to negative 13. What do you
12
think?
and 1.
It is going to be 1 and 12. How do I change them?
Make them both negative.
Both have to be negative. Good.
And then it's x minus 1. But what do you do with
Yeah.
13?
You're close, right? Now we have to rewrite this. Okay, so remember I keep that a value, 3x squared. Remember our two factors that we found replace this original x value. So this turns into minus 1x minus 12x, and then we bring down that c value. Set that equal to 0. Okay, what do we do from here when we have 4 terms?
Group them.
Factor by grouping. Yep, so we're going to group these terms. What can I take out of this section here?
X.
I can take out an x. What is left?
3x minus. No, 3x.
3x minus, we still need a placeholder here.
A 1.
A 1, yep. What can I take out of the second set?
A negative.
We have to take out a negative. What else? We could take out a 2. We can go higher. 4. Yep, take out a 4. What's left? What's negative 12 divided by negative 4?
I think it's 3.
3x. What's 4 divided by negative 4?
1. Negative 1.
Negative 1, yep. Equals 0. How do you know if you did the factor by grouping correctly?
If
The
the
parentheses.
parentheses are
These
the
are
same.
parentheses will be the same.
Yep, so when we rewrite this, remember we get 3x minus 1 times what's left over, x minus 4. Set that equal to 0. What is my last step going to be to solve this then? Yep, so we got 3x minus 1 equals 0, and we have x minus 4 equals 0. How do I solve the left equation? Add 1. So we get 3x equals 1. Last step,
Divide.
divide by 3.
Oh, I had one of them.
We get x equals 1/3. Yep, and you can leave those as fractions. What do we do for the right equation? Add 4. We get x equals 4. How many solutions were we supposed to get? 2. We got 2. Good. We are going to do one more so that you have a good one to go off of tomorrow.
No, I think you really have.
Last one today. Let's try 5x squared minus 13x plus 6 equals 0. Okay, can I take anything out of those 3? Nope. What do we have to do? Because, yeah, we have this a value here, so I have to factor, I got to multiply. What's 5 times 6? 30. What are some factors of 30?
1 of 32, 50.
What else?
Okay.
3 and
3 and
10. The reason I'm asking for this, do you agree both of these could possibly work?
Yeah, but the 2 and 15 won't work. because
Correct.
It won't make a positive 30.
2 and 15 won't work. Okay, we could make this a negative 15, but will that get us back to a positive 30? No. So what do we need to do with these two? Both negative. Yep. So remember, we keep our original a value, 5x squared. We write our new factors, minus 3x, minus 10x, and then plus 6 equals 0. Then what do we do with 4 terms? Group. What can I take out of that first group?
Next,
I can take out an x. Good. What's left if I take out an x? 5x minus 3. What can I take out of the second group? I do have to take out a negative and 2. What's left if I take out a negative 2?
5
5 and 5x and 3.
Minus 3, right? Again, did we do it right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. How do I write my next step then? Yep, we have this 5x minus 3, and then what's left over? X minus 2 equals 0. Now we can set those equal to 0. Okay, so we have 5x minus 3 equals 0. X minus 2 equals 0. How do I solve that left side?
It's just, you divide by, or you can add 3.
I gotta add 3 first. Yep, so I have 5x equals 3. What's my last step? Divide by 5. We get x equals 3 over 5. Yep. And then this right equation, add 2 to get x equals